We're fixing a biggest problem. Roberto is digging on the farm here. You mean that thingy? And this was really bad condition. So the jungle has been awakened. My Husqvarna. Oh my god, this looks dangerous. And welcome back everyone to my farming journey. We are back, and look who else is back. Our guy Roberto with his digger. What he's doing something that I've been putting off for years. We also have some snow today, and that's why I have the snow plow in the back. Yeah. So what are we doing here? We are cleaning the ditches. This is our pasture land. And this was really bad condition because it always was holding water. Because all the original ditches were all in bad shape. All filled with dirt and leaves and rocks and everything for like 100 years, something like that. These ditches were digged in the first Latvian independence, which is almost 100 years ago or something like that. The ditches are here somewhere, but now they are made. Roberto is digging, leveling everything. Of course, we will have a lot of job in the spring. Level all these sides and plant some grass over, deal with some rocks and stumps and stuff. But you see, the water is flowing. Although a day ago it was minus like 15 degrees. Today is a bit warmer, that's why a lot more snow. But yeah, the water is flowing, so everything here, the ground was soaked in water, soaked. This field was unusable for the most of the year. And we cleaned this ditch all the way through the forest to the first ditch we digged 2 years ago, I think. And also he digged one more ditch, which I'm gonna show you a bit later maybe, also to the pasture land. But the biggest problem we will have is to put in, how they call, so we can get over with the tractor and the cows can over the ditch. We need that tube, big tube, and cover it with ground. That's gonna be the big job. But yeah, at least the fields, the pastures will be dry, at least drier. The digger is digging. There's a lot of tree roots and rocks and everything here, so we will have a lot of job this spring to make this pretty, but I think it's gonna be all worth it. Also, you probably can see, but he digged a ditch over here too, but now it's all covered in snow. So yeah, this field was also really wet field. Roberto is digging. It's gonna look messy for the first part of the summer. Hopefully towards the end of the summer it will all be good. And 2 years from now it's gonna be worth it. So basically we are making one big problem go away, which is the water. These fields were in really bad shape sometimes. The grass wasn't growing, and as we are expanding our dairy operation, we need a lot more better quality pastures, and that's for sure. It's gonna take a lot of work to make everything pretty again, but it is gonna be worth it. We already saw the first ditch he digged on the other side. The water was just pouring out of the field, like out of the side of the ditch, the water was pouring. So here is the other ditch. This part, all this part of the field was wet. There was trees in the ditch and everything. The water was not flowing. It was everywhere except going away. So yeah, we dig the ditch also here through the forest. Already existing ditch here, all good. This part we cleaned, but this is near the public road, so we didn't clean the road side of the ditch. We only cleaned to the field side. You can see on the road side there's some stumps and from the bushes and everything. Hope you can see it from the tractor. But yeah, a lot of work goes into this. A lot of work. You can see water has melted some snow away, flowing there. So the water is still running, even though it's cold outside in snow and winter. And look, just don't slip into the ditch, please. Working on the snow. I missed this. But this year I am not cleaning the public roads because I didn't want. So someone had a better price than I did. So yeah. And we are back the next day. Roberto is there. And this is one more ditch. There's a bit more sandy, so it's a bit more washing in. Oh shit. Okay, this is dangerous. You can see. Opa. Okay, I dropped myself. Yeah, you can see it's more sandy here, so it has washed in a little bit, but you can do nothing about that. And there I fall down. It's like sinking sand. Okay, this is the ditch. I ain't gonna go further because I'm either falling or sinking. There's no in between. This is how much water it's here. Oh my god. What have you done here? You better fix this. So we had water standing in here, big puddle there. Grandpa cutting some trees down. Also, there's a big puddle of water standing here. You can see it. We need to cut these trees because all this field, all this side was wet, and that side was wet because the ditch was not functioning. But yeah, hopefully next year everything will be dry and we have finally some really good pastures. But yeah, there was loads of water here and it connects to that ditch he digged a few days ago. There. Yeah, hopefully this all will be good. And we are heading where Roberto digged yesterday. Look how much snow we have. This is the ditch where I was falling down, right there. Not my greatest moment. So I cut down these trees. So we do have a nice dry field. And see, the water is flowing. The ditch is good. Good. We need to put at least one tube in. I don't know how it's called, so we can build a road over it, so we can get the cows. And the plan is that we are gonna build separate pastures with the gates, so it's easier to keep them away from the ditches. And it's probably gonna be better for the pastures. So Roberto also cleaned this ditch around that field. But as you can see, the water is not flowing because half the tube is closed with dirt. So I need to somehow clean it out. I don't know how. At least it's flowing somehow downstream. As you can see, there's water on this side too, so it is going through, but not as good as it should go. But At least it's not on the field. And it is flowing, which means the water is soaking away from the field, which is a really good thing. We should have cleaned this part because the trees are too close. We didn't want to cut those off, but it's flowing. It has the slope towards this new ditch too, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a lot better. I don't know if you can see, but the water is flowing, so it's really good. But yeah, Roberto is now working on some bushes in the forest. He's cutting down them, so we're gonna go there next. But yeah, we leave the tubes. I don't know, tell me what's the name of them in English, but yeah, the tubes in the spring, early spring, because right now you don't want to mess with it. The ground's frozen, everything else is muddy, all the digged out. Before grazing season we need to put them in, but for now the water is flowing. So we are at the forest, and as you can see, this part of the forest is a mess. And why didn't we cut down, maybe cut down the first part of the forest in there? Because there's not much trees here to cut down. In the first place, there's just junk, some bushes, and some fallen, rotten trees. Okay, that one might be good, but the rest of them are not good. See, everything is a mess here. So that's why when Robert stopped digging, he put on that special tool on his excavator to clear out all this mess. You can see him working, hard-working man on a Sunday. His new good equipment. See how everything looks a lot better, cleaner. We just had a chit chat, and let's see him work. Those trees are all rotten. Let's see, up, down it goes. Okay, I'll move away, I'll move away. Easy, no problemito. Even the big ones, and off they go. Oh my god, this looks dangerous. But they all bad. We want to leave good trees here, so it's pretty. See, that's even rotten away. Didn't cut it, even broke it. Yep, that's bad. See, he will cut firewood. Up, firewood done. And yep. But yeah, it's looking good, looking good. Cause the jungle, I don't know if you can see, but there's a big forwarder, but it's made by the owner, self-made. He's coming today to finish, because he needs to go tomorrow. That's why Robert is working on Sunday. The forwarder needs to go away tomorrow, so we need to take all this trash out. And see, some good trees, and this is our main ditch. Water running good. Nice. That ditch from the fields come down there, attaches there, but I don't want to go out there because it's a lot of snow. Oh, he made a mess. But the ground hasn't been frozen in the forest yet. Roberto working hard. See all this mess? All this was here. Now it's clear, and some good new trees can grow because it's gonna be dry thanks to the ditches. All this will go to wood chips to sell. Some firewood. This looks nice. It looked mess. Now it looks a lot better. I hope he'll pick these up too. The forwarder. Yeah, looks a lot better. This one is, it looks, there's not much trees there, but there were not much trees here. Mainly the bushes, or I think they're called bush, and broken trees, and all our was taken out. That's why it looks so not good, but it's okay. Small trees will start growing in the spring. We just need to keep them in order with bush trimmer. Yeah, you mean that thingy? You go cut grass and small trees and bushes, and looks a lot better. Those nice small pine trees looks good. Hopefully they will grow a lot better because there's more sunlight going to them. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. So yeah, here's the pile for the tube or whatever it's called to put in this ditch. I don't know if you remember in some of my old videos or stories or whatever, there was trees here, but now there's a nice beautiful ditch. Okay, in the forest it's a mess, but it was a mess because it was wet, and the forwarder need to pack all the bushes and branches. Yeah, he had to pack in the road so the tractor doesn't sink. It was bad, really bad. Oh, now I know how it's called. It's called a culvert. You put in the ditch. Now I know, culvert. I'll forget that word. But yeah, also we had a culvert there, which we took out. It was old and totally full with dirt. So we're gonna put new one so the cows can go over here, over that ditch, and onto the road to the far pasture there, which will have more pastures there, like 10 hectares more next year, hopefully. So yeah, a lot has happening, but most importantly, we're fixing a biggest problem on the farm here, on the spot, which is wet pastures. So that's a good thing to do. So the jungle has been awakened. See how everything looks? Everything looks so nice. I had to cut these, they were bending down, bad trees. Cut them down because they were too big for the excavator. But yeah, all these branches and bushes are going away. And the forest finally looks beautiful. There could be more trees in the middle, but they were just not there because it was too wet. Nothing was growing except for shit. That tractor's name is Jungle. He got massive tires. But it looks pretty. I like it. My Husqvarna! The excavator has finished his job. The Jungle is here, taking everything to the pile. A little bit firewood. I think we have firewood for 2 winters. I think I need to cut this one down in the middle. And then I'm way done too. Maybe that one too. So yeah. Look how pretty it looks. Maybe the camera can't catch it, but it looks pretty. The Jungle. Oh my. That's a big load. So yeah, there's the wood chip pile. The excavator has just finished. Everything looks beautiful. When the new trees start to grow, it will look a lot better. Even more. Well, I'm happy. I had to look at this mess every morning and day, and even daytime when I drive past it. You know, the main road to the farm. Jungle has 1 or 2 loads there. All good. You see those tires? Crazy. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. The farm is improving. Everything is going nicely. Let's hope the milk price goes back up, not down. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or if you want me to show you something. So yeah, don't be shy. Thanks for watching. Bye.